What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan. I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We are here talking about Digimon BeatBreak, the newest Digimon anime series that just came out last year now, because we're in 2026 now, but recently came out, and we are talking about this new series, and we had the first 5 episodes dubbed right at the end of the year, and I have gotten a chance to sit down and watch them. So we're going to be talking about these episodes, what the future looks like for the dub. Like, do we think we're going to get it every once a week now, just behind the sub by like 5 episodes, or are they going to give us batches? We're not sure. I mean, it is a Bandai product, and I think it's like Toei Animation too, and they like to sell things before they give them to people like Crunchyroll subscribers for free. Although it's not free since you pay for your subscription. But yeah, we're going to get into it here, and we're going to take a look at the series as a whole and kind of what we know so far, and just talk about it and how we enjoyed these first 5 episodes. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Alright, so Digimon BeatBreak follows the main character, Tomoro Tenma, in a world where human thoughts and emotions power a devices called Sapotama. But when Digimon begin materializing from Sapotama and feeding on E-Pulse, society begins to fracture. So basically, you get introduced to this world where everything is kind of run by AI. Everything is just taken care of by AI. And everyone lives in kind of that kind of world. You have your main character here, Tomoro Tenma, and he actually has a weird ability where his E-Pulse, which is something that everyone has, and it powers, it was like your own life force, powers these things called Sapotamas, which are like little eggs. Anyways, but his E-Pulse seems to mess with Sapotamas that can cause them to, I guess, malfunction. And then, there seems to be like this whole, world built around being the best person you can be, and the Sapotamas will tell you the best person you can be, which seems kind of funny. But anyways, he is living with his brother. At the same time, a girl that he meets and talks to, who he touches her Sapotama, and it gets messed up, ends up being attacked and left with something called cold heart syndrome, which is where the Sapotama, I guess, is missing, and she can't like move or can't talk or anything. Effectively is in a coma. What happens is he ends up going out one night against his brother's wishes and gets attacked by Digimon. So this is where we get to see there's Digimon in here. And at the same time, Gekkomon, his partner Digimon, ends up spawning from his Sapotama, which is like I said, it's like an egg, so it's kind of funny. It kind of feels like the Sapotamas are the Digivices of this show. This is definitely a more story-focused anime, and so far in the first 5 episodes, we have not seen Gekkomon Digivolve. But as far as I know, and we still haven't seen him Digivolve at all in the episodes that are out, at least as of last week. So we have no Digivolution for Gekkomon yet, which is unprecedented in Digimon history. Usually the main character's Digimon Digivolved within, even in Tamers, which would have probably been the longest one, Gekkomon Digivolved to Graumon, I think within the first 6 or 7 episodes. So I mean, we're seeing that they're changing the format a little bit, which is kind of interesting, and honestly, the E-Pulse can power these Digimon to make them stronger, even in their rookie forms. And it appears that Tomoro has a really effective E-Pulse. It's something that other Digimon crave, and something that can give Gekkomon a big power boost. I do love the fact that even though E-Pulse is the way that they get fed, that Gekkomon seems to still be like a glutton, and you kind of have that main character glutton syndrome that a lot of the main Digimon have in throughout the series. So that's kind of cool. I like the different colors here. You got purple for Tomoro, the girl and her Digimon are red, the boy is yellow, and the kind of boss of the Glowing Dawn, which is the bounty hunter organization that they're part of that hunts down Digimon, is blue. So I kind of feel like that could indicate some colors for the Digimon trading card game, because we are going to be getting BeatBreak stuff next year, or well, this year, later on, probably when we get closer to May, where there's one of the starter decks is a beat themed starter deck. The cool thing is they have like a theme of the beat of your heart, the beat of your soul being important in this theme, hence BeatBreak. And Tomoro is, he's a drummer and stuff like that, so that's kind of cool. One of the first times we have a main character without goggles, but he has glasses, so that's also kind of, tracks as well. It'd be interesting to see if Gekkomon's going to be like, I don't know, like a purple Digimon card. Maybe it'll be like green purple. Maybe we just have dual colors. I don't know. Not sure at this point, but I like how sinister Gekkomon looks some of the time. If you look at some of these pictures here, like, with his, like, he'll have like, where is it? He kind of looks sinister in the background photo there. But yeah, it's just kind of funny. He's quite a funny character. So far the dub's actually really good, and the dub actors, the choices I really like. We've seen a few Digivolutions of bad Digimon. We've also seen her Digimon, Digivolve. I can't remember what it's called. Some of the names of these new Digimon are not easy to figure out. So there's that as well. Story is mostly focused on him learning about Digimon, him understanding that they're kind of like living creatures and they don't necessarily deserve to be destroyed. Trying to save his brother who was attacked and got cold heart syndrome. He managed to save the girl who's Sapotama. He basically screwed up, and then that's why she was attacked by Digimon, is because they thought that her E-Pulse was his. So we've seen a lot of different things like that, focusing on the story, focusing on learning about this new world. I definitely think there's going to be some kind of like head-to-head with the way the world is, and how like people think that this is a new perfect utopia, and that this is how they're going to build their best selves. Like I said, Gekkomon is very much comic relief, as well as a bit of a scare, bit of freaky kind of scariness at some points. So that's interesting as well. Like I said, the color scheme's pretty cool here, and I'm really enjoying, just the world building, and I can't wait to see what we get into as we get more Digivolutions. Like, yeah, right there you can see he's kind of freaky sometimes, but I definitely hope that we get some Digivolutions at some point soon, and to expand the series, but we'll see how that goes. Now, do I think we're going to get weekly dubs? I would hope so at this point. I would hope that they would just start like dubbing one a week, and just kind of like being like 4 or 5 episodes. I think we're like 13 episodes in, so we only got 5 dubbed at the end at Christmas time. So like right after Christmas. So I mean, I don't know if they're going to be like a couple, do another batch of 5 and then be a couple weeks behind, or what the plan is right now. But we'll see, and we'll do updates as we find out. Like, maybe if we're going to get a new episode once per week dubbed, we'll see. I think it's on Fridays. I can't remember because I just binged all 5 episodes, so I'm not sure what the actual date is. But BeatBreak's pretty fun so far. I like it, and I like just the way that they're going about this series in a different way. I think it's kind of refreshing, trying to be more serious for a Digimon TV show, which is kind of interesting. This is the girl right here who gets attacked there. So yeah, it's very much interesting in a bunch of different ways. Right now, I'm finished. The episode 5 was the first part of kind of like a 2-parter with Pandamon, and so that's going to be interesting as well. Like you said, I gotta say that I think these Sapotamas are basically the Digivices for this series. If we get like a Digivice and stuff like that for this series, but it's definitely different. Still waiting for that Ghost Game dub, by the way, which is like they're like, oh, it's coming to Crunchyroll sometime. It's like, yeah, well, it's not there yet, but it'll be interesting to see. And this is obviously his brother, who was attacked and has cold heart syndrome. Like, people are already starting to like speculate like what the champion's gonna look like for Gekkomon. The champion form of this, the one we've seen Digivolve, is kind of funny because it's almost kind of like Gargomon in design, but a little bit different. So that's kind of interesting. We'll have to see if it changes, or kind of goes to a similar Rapidmon design. But we really haven't seen a lot of Digivolution other than in the bad guys potentially. So we'll have to see how this goes. Are we going to get a digital world? There's something called the Mirror World that kind of Digimon break into to kind of fight. And that's kind of, I think, like a neat way of removing them from the world and damaging the world. So it's kind of interesting, is that, and there's honestly like there's humans using Digimon for crime. Like they can partner with the Digimon. The Digimon always don't have to attack them and steal their e-pulse. So there's definitely like numerous different types of ways to go with that. Are we going to have a human antagonist, or is the antagonist going to be a Digimon? Are we going to see both potentially throughout different points of the story? There's so many things to think about, but it is pretty fun so far. So we'll continue watching this and hoping it really opens up the world of Digimon and we get new stuff and really cool stuff. And we're going to probably get really new card stuff pretty soon. It'll be kind of interesting to see whether this becomes bigger than Liberator. Like, is this new BeatBreak stuff going to eclipse Liberator, or are they both going to still be a big part of the game, or is this not going to be as prevalent in the game as just being an anime? But we'll continue to give you guys our thoughts on this. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. What do you guys think about BeatBreak? Have you watched the dub? Are you enjoying it? Or you think it's just not the regular Digimon that you know and love? But it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.